on earth? The Midwest RepRap Festival. It's one of those events where you never quite know what you're going to find.
Here's
Oh
Sam.
my God. Is that the real one?
You come here expecting 3D printers, weird builds, half-finished prototypes, and somebody somewhere printing something they absolutely should not be printing. But this year, I've been told there's something a little different shown here for the very first time. This, friends, is a desktop UV printer, and the company here is called Morpho. And I've actually spoken to Brett, Morpho's CEO, before today. We had a conversation a few weeks ago about possibly seeing the machine. This is the first time that I'm seeing this machine in person, and from what I've been told, it's also the first time that Morpho has ever been to a show quite like this. UV printing does something that most normal maker tools do not really do. A 3D printer can make a part, a laser can cut or engrave that part, a CNC can machine the part, but a UV printer can put full-color graphics directly onto a part. So today we're going to find out what Morpho actually is, who it's for, how finished the machine actually is, and whether this could genuinely fit into a maker workshop alongside 3D printers, lasers, and CNC machines.
You are watching a master at work.
Now, if you've ever wanted to turn an idea into a real physical part, well, this is where things get easy. With PCBWay.com, you simply upload your file, choose your material, and the platform guides you through everything step by step. The interface is clear, the options are laid out properly, and you're never left wondering what to do next. Whether it's a PCB, a machine component, or something fully customed, it's handled all in one place. No complicated setup, no chasing different suppliers, just straightforward ways to get your part made properly. Check them out at PCBWay.com. Links, of course, are down below.
I know we've been talking as well about potentially coming out to China and really drilling down on this machine and, you know, opening it up and using it certainly more frequently than we are at a trade show. But one thing I would like to do before I set off and do other things is actually use the machine myself, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So I maybe have some designs, I'll throw some stuff onto your laptop and we'll come up with a concept.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
So Brett, this is the user interface. Now most of the stuff that we've done so far has just been on the laptop. Even things like being able to see inside of the printer, making sure everything's working well, the scanning, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Again, it's all very much laptop or PDA based, right? In regards to this though, what are the special features, or are there really any special features on having this UI? Is there a USB you can plug into the side if you... Yeah, there is as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So, can you run through some of the features that you've got on here?
Like you see the cartridge like usage,
Yeah.
lifetime of every stuff, and also you can do a lot of maintenance work. But you don't have to go to the computer side and then click some button and then come back and see what's going on.
Right.
So you can do it just on screen. The mixing recovery, block nozzle recovery, and then do some test print, and then do a nozzle composition.
What does that do?
Because we have a camera, right, on the print head carriage. So you print some test file, and then use that camera to capture like which nozzle is broken, so that we use software to compensate that.
Interesting. Okay, well that makes complete sense. You've got, what else have we got here? Position calibration.
Calibration.
Yep.
So the camera, the camera knows where it is. The print head should be the same position.
Makes sense.
And then there are some
Self-tests.
Yes.
Then we've got firmware
We have
upgrades.
also like smart maintenance that does all the calibration of mechanical hardware and also colors and safety. We do all this calibration together, all in one.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What's the volume for? Does this play a song?
Yeah, there's a song.
How annoying is the song? Is it?
Small, very small.
All right. Oh, we've got some temperature together. So this is the temperature. Is this ambient temperature of the room?
I think the temperature inside.
Okay.
Inside the machine.
And then what's this here? The 60%, that's
Like moisture.
Some moisture. Okay. And is there a range that won't operate inside of?
Yes, we do have a range because of the print head.
Amazing. Is there Ethernet connection or is it just Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi and also Ethernet. We have an Ethernet.
There's an Ethernet port as well.
The spec sheet lists a product size of 660 by 430 by 390 millimeters, with a print space of 220 by 330 by 186 millimeters, and that large enclosed print area is one of the more obvious hardware advantages when you actually look at the machine. And there are two versions listed.
Now there are two of them.
There's the i3200 model and the F1080 model. The higher end i3200 version is listed with 2400 dpi resolution, 3200 nozzles, CMKY plus 2 white and 2 varnish channels, and the maximum embossment height of 5mm. The F1080 version is listed with 1440 dpi with 1080 nozzles and CMKY plus white and varnish. So we do have a standard and a pro version. Now, while the listed object embossing height is 5mm, Morpho has already tested printing embossing up to 20mm tall. It also has a camera-based alignment system with stereo vision dual cameras, a macro camera and a live camera. The spec sheet also lists automatic contour detection and automatic height measurement, which in plain English should mean that the machine can better understand where the object is and how tall it is before it starts printing. Morpho's scan and print feature introduces the ability to perfectly copy real-life textures, replicating them as many times as you want. And there is one feature that's actually quite important for positioning. It's a built-in spectrometer color calibration, and that matters because UV printing is not just about getting ink onto an object, it's about getting repeatable color onto different materials without every job becoming a guessing game. The low odor ink helps make daily printing more comfortable in smaller or shared environments. The no-clog system helps prevent common UV printing headaches by keeping the ink moving, cleaning the print heads, stabilizing temperatures, and compensating missing droplets. So this is clearly going to be positioned as more than just put a phone case in and print a logo on it. It sounds impressive, but the bit I care about is actually much simpler. I can walk up to this thing, put a real object inside, line up some artwork, and get usable results without needing to become a full-time UV print technician.
Brett's just like out of the left field, just gone, yeah, did you know it also does this? And again, bit of a game changer, this one. So this was very much about when you put paper or you put something that's going to easily move onto the bed, you've actually got a device here that is a electrostatic.
Yes.
So we're just going to demo this. So normally you put your paper on here, it's going to move around. But there's a button here. There's a crowd of people here now. And I'm so excited about this. So check this out. So if you push this button, that is now not going to move, right?
Yeah.
That's you.
You can try it, try to move.
Yeah, I mean that's on there. So that's on. Switch him off.
That's on. There's
some static there now, right? Okay, so does it peel off?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's really on there though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that again. So there we go. There it is, moving. Hit the button. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Legitimately, I'm looking around going, there's a crowd of people, but dude, why didn't you tell me about that? That's.
We have lots of this kind of
There's
features.
lots of secrets inside this machine that you've not even realised yet. That's incredible. What? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's that again. Another game changer from Morpho here.
Yeah, otherwise
I don't get it.
Yeah, otherwise printing on paper is a nightmare. You need to use a tape, but the tape actually blocks some part of the paper.
This is a massive feature. Why didn't you mention that straight away?
Too many new features.
Yeah, it is. I think that's part and parcel to this, though, isn't it? There's going to be things that are going to come out of the woodwork for sure. We've not even got into the rotary stuff. We've not even looked at the UI. Yeah. Anyway, that's a little intersection into the video. So electrostatic. That's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, I like that. I don't even know what to say. This is amazing. I'm genuinely very excited about this coming to the market. I've had a brief experience with UV printing and I've really enjoyed the process, but I've seen also some of the shortcomings as well. This seemingly solves those shortcomings, especially and absolutely especially with things like, which I've not seen before, is the scanning and replicating. You talk about space, Star Trek, replicating, that this is not only a business in a box, this is a procedure for making things even more awesome than they already were in the initial stages. And I've got to be honest, I think this is a very exciting prospect coming out into the marketplace.
This UV printer is heading to Kickstarter, so naturally there's some very obvious questions around pricing, delivery, support, consumables, and whether this machine people back is the same machine being shown here.
Okay, so this is coming to Kickstarter. When's the available dates going to be published? When do you think this is going to be out?
Late July or early August.
Oh, okay, as soon as that.
Yeah.
And with Kickstarters, we see this all the time. How final is this design right now?
The design is already locked. In our design process, actually, we emphasize on do the thing in the right way, and just for once,
Yes.
only once. If you don't think about all the potential failure modes, then even after molding, you need to change a lot of things and then go back and forth. That actually wastes a lot of time.
So you're ready to go. You just need orders now.
Yes.
I want to talk a little bit about your background because you're not new to technology. What's your previous experience?
I was the VP of R&D at DJI. I was the product manager of Phantom 2 Vision and Vision Plus.
Yep. Which is a drone I had actually.
Oh yeah,
I had that drone.
Honor. I'm really happy to hear about that. And then I'm a person with always with lots of ideas. So I have, as the inventor, I have more than 500 patents.
Right.
Over these 500 patents, more than 100 of them are US patents, already granted.
Wow. Well, you're a genius. You're a master at work, certainly. Little pun there. I hope you got that. Anything else you want to say to the public?
Follow us on Kickstarter, and then if you have any questions about UV printing or about our machine, just let us know.
Absolutely. Links, of course, will be down in the description. Any questions or comments, go into that comment section. They will be watching, they will be looking, and they will be answering. So thanks very much for seeing me. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Sam.
Friends, we will see you next time. Bye for now. So once again, thank you to Morpho for allowing us to make this video. But here's a really cool thing. Caleb and I are about to fly to China this coming Saturday. So we will be bringing you more content very, very soon. So if you're interested in UV printing, well, don't forget to like and subscribe. Friends, we will see you next time. Bye for now.
You are watching a master at work.